Hello everybody, welcome back to another EXILED KINGDOMS video, and today I have something special. It's the ranged rogue archer build. Now the rogue is pretty much the only class that can use bows to its full potential. Warriors can use some bows, but the rogue has the most skills involving bows, and they can use pretty much all of the bows in the game. The mage is the only other class that can use ranged attacks, so it's a pretty unique playstyle, as you have to play the game differently compared to a melee build. I'll be showing you all the armor, all the weapons, all the skills traits, as well as what I have for Grenda, because it's quite different compared to some other melee builds, which is what this game is mostly focused for. So first I'm going to go over the traits. So if you look here under my character here in traits, I have 6 strength, 6 endurance, 11 agility, 5 intellect, and 6 in awareness and personality. Now agility is the main skill you want to focus on. Agility gives you one extra damage point with each ranged weapon. So you'll have, it's basically the main way of gaining DPS. Now awareness gives you 1 point in every 2, so you'd want to either have 4 or 6 in awareness. I have 6. You could go for 8. I don't see, it's not really worth it though. So awareness and agility are kind of what you want to max. I have strength at 3 for different skills here, I'll show in a second. And the 4 in intellect and personality is only for the main quest line, and as well as other quests, so you'd want to have about 4 in each. Compared to all my items together, I have quite a lot. So now I'm going to go over all the skills. The main skill is archery, obviously. This will just give you much more damage than you could normally do. It gives you a bit of stun chance, which is nice. Another skill is pretty OP, is evasion. Maxed it out, you have 90% chance to dodge all attacks, and this is pretty busted. So I'd recommend you have this regardless of what build you have. I have here Trap Master and Kick. These are not necessary. I only put these in because I had leftover points. I'm going to go over so these aren't necessary. You can put these into whatever you want. The advanced skills here are necessary though. You need Rapid Fire. This is the main skill you'll be using to do lots of DPS. Precision shots is also mandatory. There's very little skills involving bows, so you'd always want to have them. I have massive criticals here, which does work with bows, and you need strength 3, which is the only reason I have a strength 3, just to use this. Strength also gives you some HP, which comes into body development, which increase your HP level. Even though this is the ranged build, you will be getting hit a lot by enemies. It's pretty hard to stay out of range of enemy attacks. You're going to always be attacked, so you want to have as much as possible. Next I have Poison Master, because it's rogue specific and it's okay. I rarely use this, to be honest, but it can give you a nice DPS increase on certain bosses, so this is when I'd use it. It's different bosses, normally using a bit of a waste. And after that you have 3 advanced skill slots that are empty. I put mine into Ice Ward because I don't have enough ice protection. However, you can just put whatever skills you want into these, which is nice about this is that you don't actually need that much skill points. So you'll be over a few skill points if you wanted to. If you unlock the bear, I haven't done that quest yet. The general skills, if you do now I'm going to talk about all the gear I have. So this is pretty standard stuff at the end of the line: goggled helmet, Kevlar vest, automated gloves, Magister pendant. So depending on how you finish the game, you'll have this, or you might not have this. I like it because it gives you 2 personalities. So yeah, the Abbot's ring and the Ring of Unlife. These are kind of standard rings. There are different rings you can use. You don't have to use these ones. I've noticed in a different build. This is a bit of an older build I did. I have different rings. Ring of Unlife is dropped by a Lich. It's kind of a rare drop. For Force Belt, it's only there to give me more HP because we don't use strength. Cloak of the Bear, pretty good cloak. Leggings of Shadows and Ironfoot boots. These are kind of standard there. And obviously I have Ion Recurve, the best bow in the game. The next second best bow I think is the Worm Slayer, which I'm not certain where I got this from. I also have the Silver Bow of Milan, which isn't as good as I thought it would be, but it is silver, so I keep it for whatever. And now to talk about Grenda. So as you know, Grenda is pretty much the best companion you can have, and you can build her as a two-handed DPS. However, I decided to do is a bit different. I build her as a tank instead, and it's actually kind of fun as well building her like this. So it's just 4 strength, 5 endurance. You want to have as much endurance as possible. Obviously strength also gives you HP, so it's pretty simple what you put your points into. The armor she has is the Ashen Waist set, along with Laminated Vest. Got some Myrosian gauntlets for her. Shield of the Dragon Hunter, Nanocarbon Sword, Amulet of Dark Whispers, because it has stun immunity, which is pretty important. There's only 3 items in the game with stun immunity, and that is Bloodied Scarf, Amulet of Dark Whispers, and the Ring of the Priest. There's only 3 things. Ring of Priest is cleric specific. As for the Rogue, Bloody Scarf is rogue specific, so this is pretty much the only item that has stun immunity for the warrior. I have Girdle of Agility. Now, yeah, I could give her the Force Belt, but she doesn't have that much DPS, and honestly the 1 agility point works with the one-handed weapon. And also keep in mind, agility gives you extra armor, so by having some agility, she becomes more of a tank. Cloak of Might is pretty good, 2 strength. Yeah. Now for skills, there isn't much you want to put in here. Shield Expert has to be maxed. Cleave 3 is also good, and you want to max out body development. After that, Fury 2 is pretty good, because if you're like me and don't heal your companions and they always just die and respawn at 50% HP, this would be pretty useful. I have here a heavy hand 1, but I also went for Resilience. So for those 2 you can put whatever you want, honestly, as long as you have Fury, Shield Expert, Cleave, and body development. And that's about it for this build. It's pretty much what I think is the best. I have 57.9 DPS here, and yeah, it's a pretty fun build, to be honest. I recommend you give it a try. I'll be showcasing a few other builds soon. If I actually make some videos, I'll showcase some cleric builds. Cleric's pretty fun, but yeah, I really recommend you try out Range Rogue if you've never tried it before, because of how unique it is. It's actually kind of fun playing the game. I haven't fully finished all the quests on this build specifically, but yeah, it is actually fun. Rogue is pretty much my favorite class now, so yeah, I think that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, I guess. I don't know. Alright.